to Off-Grid Style. I'm Nikki. Today, by the time I'm done with you, I'm going to have you looking at the weeds in your yard in a whole new way as food. Okay, so number 10 on our list of the top 10 nutritious weeds you can find in your yard is wild amaranth. This is not the variety with the red flowers. This, if you can see in the picture, has a green flower. You eat the leaves. The leaves are the edible portion. You are going to get a ton of vitamin A and C, calcium and iron out of this particular plant. Use the young leaves in salads or cook like a green. And one thing I'll caution you about up front, everything I'm telling you is a moderation thing. You don't want to make a whole entire salad out of amaranth or purslane or any of the other things. You can mix them together. You can mix them with lettuce, those types of things. They're more of an accent versus here, just eat this alone. So just keep that in mind when I'm going through all these with you. Thanks. So we've always known that clover is lucky, coming in at number 9 on our list of top 10. But it's even more lucky because clover is actually a source of protein. The average vegetable size portion of clover gives you about 8% of your daily recommended protein amount. So it's actually pretty good for you. It's a great source of protein. Like I said, it's got vitamins A and C, calcium and magnesium, and you can eat it raw or cooked. So next is wood sorrel, and it is rich in vitamin C, has a very tangy flavor to it, so it's an interesting addition to, say, a salad. It comes in many colors and varieties, so I've kind of given you some here on the video to show you kind of how many different ways you can see it. Eat it in moderation, just like I cautioned you with everything else, but this one specifically, eat in moderation, can also be used as a garnish. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Thanks so much. If you're Okay, on to number 7 of the most nutritious weeds you can find growing in your yard, violets. They're very high in vitamins A and C. Again, you can use them in a salad or cook them like a green. The fresh flowers are also edible. You definitely don't want to eat them once they're not fresh anymore, though. Eat these in moderation, as they tend to have a laxative effect. Not a good thing. So you definitely want to eat these in moderation. Moving right along, number 6 already, nettle or stinging nettle. It has a stinging feeling if you eat it raw. Cooking or drying the nettle leaves will take away that stinging effect. It can be used in any dish that you would use cooked spinach for. You can even actually put this in pasta when you're making pasta if you're making it from scratch. Nettle leaves are packed with vitamin A, C, K, iron, and calcium. All right, we're halfway there, more than halfway there actually. So the next one on our list is plantain. Now, please note, this is not the kind that grows the bananas or the plantains that grows real tall. This is a ground-dwelling plant. So it's from the same family, but you will definitely notice that it doesn't get tall. You don't have to worry about it, taking over your area. This variety grows in pretty much anywhere. Anywhere that there's some shade is where you will find this. They're rich in vitamin A, C, and calcium. And you can throw them in your salad or cook them as a green. And you will find that most of these things that I'm showing you can all be cooked as a green. Okay, number 4 already is wild spinach or lamb's quarters. And I'd always heard lamb's quarters and had no clue what it was until somebody said, oh, it's wild spinach. And I'm like, oh, I've seen that. Obviously, this can be used in place of spinach. It's the same thing, same family, just a different variety of spinach. It is high, just like, it's not high. I would assume it's not high, unless it's next to another kind of funky plant. But it is very high in nutrition in vitamins A, C, and K. It also has minerals like calcium, iron, and magnesium. You will notice on my videos that I try to give you, especially when it comes to plants, I try to give you good images to identify each plant type. Like for instance here, I've given you a super close-up of the flower, and then a close-up of the leaves, and then what they look like out in the wild. Very much important to identify what you're eating before you put it in your mouth. So pay attention to this, snap a photo of it, pause it and snap a photo of it if that helps you. So this is chickweed. It is rich in vitamins C, D, and B, and also calcium, potassium, zinc. Again, eaten raw, or you can cook it as a vegetable. Both the flowers and the leaves are edible. Number 2, we're almost there. So this is purslane, also known as Portalaca. However, this is a variety of Portalaca that is different from what I've seen and grown down here in the southeast. If you will look at the bottom picture, that is the Portalaca that I am used to. It's got a very almost rosemary type leaf to it. That's why I put the one above on here. The one above that you're looking at on the screen is the actual purslane. If you'll notice, it's got a much broader leaf. This is a succulent plant. It is high in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins A, C, and E, and a lot of minerals. The leaves and stems can be added to salads or cooked as greens. And of course, number 1 on our list of the top edible weeds you can find in your yard is dandelion. And actually, dandelion is also, this is from my own Materia Medica book for herbal remedies, but dandelion has a lot of medicinal uses as well. However, dandelion leaves are rich in vitamins A, C, and K, and they have iron, calcium, and potassium. The young leaves are the best ones. Don't pick the older leaves. They're kind of bitter. You can, again, use them in salads or cook them as a green. The flowers can be used to make wine or a tea. Also, and I have up here in one of my jars, I have dandelion root, and that actually has been used and can be used as a substitute for coffee. It gives you not quite as heavy as a chicory coffee, but it definitely gives you a coffee flavor without the caffeine. And dandelion actually comes from the French word for tooth of the lion, and that is a description of the leaves. They're sawtoothed, and that's how you know it's a dandelion. And of course, no recommendation on going out and eating your weeds out of your garden would be complete without a caution. Before you go out to create tonight's dinner from the weeds in your yard and all the neighbors wonder what the heck you're doing, you need to be 150% sure that what you're picking and about to feed yourself and or others is actually what you think it is. Also, that you don't have pesticides and other contaminants in it. As an example, in a lot of cities in developments, and even just larger towns, in the developments, they use reclaimed water to water their grass, especially if it's a common area or you live in a place where you have an HOA and they take care of any of the grounds. You may have reclaimed water on those weeds. It's probably why they're growing so well, but you definitely don't want to ingest those. So you're better off going to a nature trail or some fun thing like that. Take a trip, take the kids, take whoever, take your dog, whatever you want to do, but go to a nature trail and see if you can find some of these and identify them. But definitely make 100% sure you are putting the right thing in your mouth. You can also go to your local nursery or to any type of herbal or botany club. They can also help you with identification just to make 100% sure. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Nikki from Off Grid Style with Tom and Nikki. Tom is still sleeping, so he'll view this a little while and be happy that I did this video today. Thanks for watching again, and please go ahead and watch these other videos if you're interested in seeing what else we do.